Now, in terms of like supplement routines, some basic things that I would recommend. Everyone uses electrolytes. I recommend taking magnesium before going to bed, L-theanine, melatonin, around 5 milligrams. They help a lot from optimizing your sleep. None of these things are expensive, really, really easy. Buy on Amazon, super straightforward. Other basic health supplements people should be taking, basic multivitamins, fish oils. I take a huge amount of supplements and peptides, and currently actually doing a longevity recovery week, not training and taking a load of peptides for a week. So if anyone's interested in me making a podcast talking about that, that's something I can do. You can drop it in the comments below. But ultimately, your job is also to create the environment around you where you can create as much success as possible. So that's not just in the supplements you take, but it's where you live. So now I'm in the fortunate position that I have kind of the dream house I want. I live on the beach. I went for a walk in the sun this morning. It's really good for your health. I can think and come up with ideas. I've then got a gym at home. I've got a red light therapy unit. I just ordered an ice bath. I'm going to order an infrared sauna. I have a recording studio in my house, which we're now like, I'm creating the environment of success for me to grow into the next version, Charlie, the next tier up, the next level. But you have to give yourself permission to do that. And you have to be willing to back yourself to do that, because everything comes at some form of risk. And most people stay stuck in the same position they are right now because they're not willing to make that identity shift. And you have to think, okay, if I want to be an entrepreneur who makes $1 million a year, let's say, what would he be doing every day? How would he be behaving? What would he say yes to? What would he say no to? And you want to start behaving like that person right now. Character traits, the way they speak, the decisions they make, what they spend the money on, what their calendar looks like. And those small decisions will compound for you every day. And you have to think in the framework of be, do, have. If you become a person, you do the thing, you have the thing. Whereas most people have this the wrong way around. They want to have the success and then do the thing and then be the person. Whereas it actually works in complete inversion from that. Now, I touched on here earlier about the 20-hour rule for learning. Most people do not prioritize learning, and it is easier than ever to learn right now. But there's also more information than ever before. It's easier to get distracted more than ever before. The quickest way you learn is actually putting time into learning. So, for example, I mentioned earlier, I went for a walk. Whenever I walk, I'm in the shower, I'm constantly listening to things, trying to learn on very specific subjects. The second fastest way you learn is actually getting someone who's done the exact thing you want to do and teach you, because they can compress time. A friend of mine who's got a coaching business, not finished training, who makes hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, he messages me a lot asking for feedback for ads. And he's like, this feedback is absolute gold because it's got so much context that AI can't give. Whereas I understand, and we understand the nuances of everything so specific from firsthand experience and not theory. And that's a bit like the difference of, like, Mike Tyson says everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. That's the difference between theory and practice, which is one of the things AI cannot teach you. And this is how we've helped some clients like Don Wenner scale to over 200K a month, Dave Kennedy scale to over 300K a month. In the last 6 months, we've helped 23 coaches break $100,000 a month, which is unheard of. And if you said that to me when I first started my fitness business, and also when I left my fitness business in 2019 full time in February 2019, I'd have lost my mind. I thought making £30,000 a month was like insane, which it is in the realm of normality. But when you see behind the curtain of what your potential life could like and who you could potentially become, if you make the right decisions this year, follow the right people and take the right actions, success becomes inevitable. And ultimately, that's where we're looking to try and set yourself up to scale on easy mode. And you have to think about this as well. People will only take you as seriously as you take yourself. So if you're not taking your daily routine, your habits, your mindset, the way you think seriously, why should anyone else? And this is critical because the world is a competitive place. It's player versus player. The most competitive person, the most driven person is going to win. We live on a capitalistic planet, and that's reality of the world we live in. And if you want to have record results, you're also going to have to do record levels of work. The reality is also that most people are not willing to do that and not willing to eat shit and go through it for long enough to do that. And that's also where the easiest hack I can kind of give you is, if you force yourself to enjoy the process and have fun with it, guess what? You like doing it more. So when you get good at things, you start to like it more and you want to start to lean into it. And even if you've got team members or people around you, one of the things you want to try and force people to do is praise each other. Positive reinforcement is one of the quickest ways you can up-level yourself and also your team. And there's an amazing quote that I heard the other day. This really resonated with me. And this will think about you for your goals going to 2026. The curse of the winner is not that he sets a goal that's too high and misses. but he sets a goal that is too low that he easily achieves. And most people are setting goals that are way too fucking low, and small goals are not forcing you to take big actions. So what you actually want to think about is, how can I 10x my business, not 2x my business, because it will force you to think differently and force you to take different actions and outcomes. And ultimately, that's how you get exactly what you want. Now, if you enjoyed this clip and you're a coach, creator, or a business owner, and you want help in terms of how to scale your business using ads, AI, content, marketing, a lot of things we talk about on the show, then hit the link at the top line of our description in the YouTube video. You can book on a call with us and we'll walk through the whole process, audit your business, and show you where there's huge, huge opportunities for you to scale.